Hello.
Hello and welcome to the Griffith College webinar that we are conducting for anyone who's interested to hear more about our engineering, IT and science. I'm Heidi, I'm the Director of Marketing and Admissions here at Griffith College in Queensland, Australia. And with me I have Lucia. Lucia is here, she's one of our program conveners, so ask her some really great questions and we'll have question time at the end for you to ask any questions you like. But Lucia is, here to talk to us about engineering, IT and science with you all. So without further ado, let's get started. Griffith College, your pathway to Griffith University. So Griffith College has been around for over 21 years. We started off as QIBT. Many years ago, we rebranded to Griffith College, which was a great decision on our part to show our partnership with Griffith University, because we are the leading pathway provider to the university. Over 90% of our students achieve transition straight into university from their Griffith College study experience, because they are on campus from day one. You are on the Griffith University campus with access to the university facilities, from the library to the sporting facilities from day one. You are treated as a Griffith student. That means, though, that the difference between the university and the college is we have smaller class sizes, so that students, especially those who require the extra support, can get a better study experience, because they have greater access to the teachers, and they also have, it's almost a bit of a family feeling in the classroom, where you just can really focus on the study, and you are given that extra attention by the teachers and our support staff through your study experience. Throughout the year, we have 3 trimesters, and they start in February, June and October. It's really important that whatever program you hope you are aiming to study at Griffith College, check which trimesters they commence. Some programs start across each trimester, but there are some programs that only start in certain trimesters. So make sure you check on our website for which trimesters each of those programs start, and also make sure you check which campuses they study at. So what does a Griffith College pathway opportunity offer you? Well, those who are coming out of school, whether it's year 11 or 12, can come into Griffith College either through our foundation program, which is the equivalent of a year 12 study experience here in Australia. Or if you've completed high school and you're coming out of year 12, or the equivalent to year 12, you come into what we call a diploma. A diploma mirrors the first year of university. It is not an extra year. It actually gives you credit towards university. So you are fast-tracked either through a number of trimesters. You get credit towards your university study, not on top of. And that's what's so great about coming to a higher education institute like Griffith College, is that you are guaranteed that those credits if you get a pass or a certain grade. So the diploma mirrors that of the first year's study of the university, and in most cases, you go straight into year 2 of university. Again, check on our website. It really depends on which diploma you study, on how much credit you get, and Lucia will be going through that later, specifically for engineering, IT and science. So what support do our students receive as a result of coming to the college compared to going straight into university? Well, we offer language development, mentor programs. You can join our student committee. We even pick up people. We offer an airport reception service for those who are coming from overseas. Our orientation, we have just revamped, and I can tell you it is wonderful. You can't miss orientation. It is one of the best experiences you will receive at Griffith. We also keep students updated with activities and excursions and our regular newsletter. So it becomes a real family feeling here at the college because you have that extra support. But more importantly, and Lucia will go through this later about our maths course and language development, which is complementary. It's not an additional cost, and it has made massive difference to our students. The other thing that is important to know is we value student welfare, as well as student support. So student welfare is we help our students through the difficult times, whether it's to do with your finances, health, some legal difficulties. We have counsellors and we have students support staff here to help students through that. We also pride ourselves on being a safe campus. Safety is a priority here. We have 24-hour security that even shuttles or walks students to and from their cars at night. We have all of the buildings after a certain hour are locked, and you can only get through key card access because our labs are open 24 hours. We make sure that we have access to our computer labs and study space for students 24 hours. And you also have to know that we care so much that we watch student attendance rates, we watch how students are performing, because we reach out if we feel like that you might need some extra support. Because it shows results. Our students achieve. On average, the Griffith College student graduates from university with a higher GPA than students who go straight into university direct. Those who come through the college create such a discipline in their study behaviour through the extra support we provide them that they carry that over to the university when they transition over to the university. Your first year is so important. I can't begin to tell you. Research shows that if you do well in your first year, you will do well. You are more than likely to do well for the rest of the years of your study. If you struggle in your first year, you are more than likely to continue struggling throughout your study experience. So your first year is very important to us here at the college. And so I just wanted to emphasize that to you, because as a college, we are here for students who want to achieve more in their first year through that extra support programs we have. So we have two campuses, one in Brisbane and one on the Gold Coast, both in Queensland, our beautiful sunshine state of Queensland. There's it's about an hour's drive in between the two campuses. Our Gold Coast campus is our largest campus area. In Brisbane, however, we have our major campus is Nathan. We are based at Mount Gravatt, which is right next door and has free buses to and from Nathan and Mount Gravatt. We have a bus service, a dedicated Griffith University bus service. And Griffith University has campuses also at Southbank and Logan. So depending on what bachelor degree you want to study will be dependent on which campus you will be studying at in your second and further years on. But for Griffith College, it will be either between the Mount Gravatt or the Gold Coast campus. We have accommodation options also for students who are moving to either Brisbane or the Gold Coast. We offer a free search assistance for those who require some help in finding accommodation. Otherwise, you might get some help from your family or your agent if you're an international student. But we have a lot of information on our website as well. We have accommodation on campus, both in Brisbane and the Gold Coast. So you can actually, if for your first few months or your first year studying, you can live on campus just to make that move to the university and the college maybe a little bit easier for you. And then after a while, when you're settled in, you might want to look at other options. But on campus is really handy for the first few months. I highly recommend it. Off campus, we have a few options where you can do a share house once you've made some friends, or if you're coming over with friends, it could be an option you look at. We also have homestay. For those who are moving to Brisbane or the Gold Coast and you really want to experience the local community and local families and what it's like to live like an Aussie, there's our homestays, and our homestay families are fantastic. They give you the privacy that you want and that you need, but you also are part of a support network in a family. They help you with, you know, getting used to grocery shopping. If you're not used to living in Australia, they get you used to grocery shopping. They help you set up a bank account. They're wonderful, our homestay families. So that's a great option as well. The average price for a lot of these, you're probably looking at between $160 if you wanted to just live on campus but get your own food and things like that, or with a homestay it could go up to $270 a week. So the price ranges per week on how much you want to spend on accommodation. One thing we're really proud of, and for those who are coming from other countries, you will not get this at other colleges. We offer a true Aussie experience, right down to you will be studying with Australian students. We have almost an equal mix of international students to Australian students. So you will make Australian friends, but you also make friends from all over the world. Our students come from over 30 different countries globally. So we are really excited about the diversity of students that we have at the college. And I know that you'll make a lot of friends, but further down the track as well in your careers, it's a great network for you to reach out to as well. So a little bit about our university, Griffith University. It's ranked in the top 3% of universities worldwide. It's committed to creating an equitable and environmentally sustainable society. And it's Australia's #1 university. It has been awarded #1 university teacher 3 times in a row. The quality of teaching staff at the college and university has won awards 3 times in a row. It's 5 stars for graduate employability, especially across Australia. Griffith University is renowned for having a fantastic reputation with employers. And it has research that makes a difference. Research has become one of the key focuses of the university, from researching things around the Great Barrier Reef with environmental science to a lot of, and IT and engineering faculties are also conducting a lot of research. So it's something that you'll definitely be involved in as a university student. The different programs you can study at Griffith College. We'll be talking about 3 of those today, but it might be good for you to know what other programs we have. We have the most variety of programs across the Navitat network, from commerce and business to health to obviously design. And today we'll be talking about 3 of those: engineering, IT and science. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Lucia, who's going to talk to us about those 3 programs.
Thank you so much, Heidi. It's a great pleasure to attend this webinar today. So as Heidi earlier mentioned, I'm overseeing 2 in-full programs, engineering and science. And also we have actually another program coordinator who just recently started for for our IT program. So we are just in that transition period. So I'll start firstly with our engineering program. So basically, undertaking Diploma of Engineering at Griffith College will bring you many advantages. Some of these advantages have already been mentioned by Heidi, but I want to emphasize them further. So basically, you will be working or studying in smaller size classes, usually for lecturing purposes. That means around 50 students. To put that into perspective, at Griffith University, probably you will experience between 40 to 500 students within the first year program. Then what we are doing next, we usually split this big lecture classes basically into 2 smaller classes for tutorial and workshop purposes. Then what else we are providing you with is extra time with your teaching staff, because usually we'll always add at least 1 extra contact hour, which will help basically our teachers to deliver the content at a slightly lower pace. And also you will have opportunity to ask many questions and to have that closer contact with the teachers and lecturers as well. So further, big advantage. Obviously, our engineering program is a very hands-on program, meaning that there are a lot of practical components that you will be undertaking as a part of this program. The biggest advantage for this experience, you will go actually to Griffith University directly and you will use the state-of-art equipment. So in reality, you have advantages from both sides, using the best possible equipment that you can use, and also having this more intimate sort of teaching experience at the college. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about our program. So our engineering program is actually extended program. It consists of 9 courses. Griffith University, they have actually 8 courses. What does this mean? Griffith College developed additional 2 courses that are only applicable to you to help and to support you the best possible way, and to provide you basically with the opportunity to be fully prepared, not only for your diploma studies, but later on for your bachelor studies, and later on, obviously, for your career. The first course, which is only Griffith College course, and for which this course is credited, meaning that you will receive actually credit at Griffith University, but it will be equivalent to one of the elective courses at university. That course is Academic and Professional Skills Development for Science and Technology. So this course will equip you with the skills that are necessary basically to undertake and to be successful with your undergraduate program, and also to perform effectively in a professional context. Another one, math course called Essential Mathematics, is only a Griffith College course, and this course has been recently actually embedded in our diploma program. This course is non-credited, so meaning you will not receive any credit for this course at Griffith University. It's totally free of charge, free course, competency-based, meaning that you will be awarded either with a fail or with a pass for this course. And also, this course is prerequisite for some other diploma courses. Now, another great advantage of this course is actually that it will provide you with the opportunity to do some face-to-face learning, in addition to some independent studies. So how this works? We actually embedded in this course a software which is called Maths Pathway. And this software will determine exactly your individual maths level. And then basically you will start working from the level that you will feel comfortable with, and gradually improving. And each week, sort of a new textbook will be created, and that textbook, I'm using like term textbook, but in reality we are talking about online material. Then that textbook will be only appropriate for your individual needs, which is I believe, amazing opportunity. And that is in addition to your face-to-face teaching, that when you can discuss all issues or all problems directly with the teacher. So why we are doing this? Because obviously, if you're not good with maths, then there's a great possibility that you will be struggling with diploma and potentially with your bachelor program, and we may potentially lose you because you might disengage because that is something that you're not enjoying. Starting with this course will help you to start exactly from that level that I'm just mentioning. You will feel very comfortable with, and then very quickly you will keep improving until you reach that required level where we know now, yes, you're ready to start your diploma maths and maths related courses. And because of that, we actually put some prerequisites. We don't want you to start these courses until you complete essential maths. And for essential maths, you will have 2 opportunities or 2 trimesters to complete that successfully. But I'm strongly encouraging you, to put all your effort into this course during the first trimester of your studies, because obviously it will be some complications later on if you need a longer time to complete it successfully. So now, this essential mathematics course is actually prerequisite for our Maths 1A. If you pay actually a little bit close attention, you will see a small asterisk sign next to essential mathematics course and some other courses. Maths 1A, Maths 1B, engineering science. So you won't be able to study none of these courses until you complete essential maths. Also, you remember that I mentioned that our program consists of 9 courses, but you can see in trimester 3 we have actually 2 courses, and these 2 courses will depend on your bachelor program. So you'll be undertaking only one of them. So, I'll talk a little bit later about bachelor programs, so I won't spend too much time talking about that, but in brief, engineering mechanics course will be for civil, mechanical, and environmental engineering, and for all other majors, you'll be undertaking electrical circuits course. Now, one more information, and I'll go through all of this during actually our orientation program. There is also opportunity for students who believe that they are already good at maths to be exempt from this essential mathematics course. So it will be an opportunity during orientation week to undertake optional maths ready course. Maths ready quiz, actually, apology. So if you're successful in completing that quiz, then automatically you will be exempt from essential maths. But in order to be provided with this opportunity, you have to attend this orientation, and because it will be only one opportunity for this maths ready quiz. Okay, so I will not be spending more time on this. I'll now focus more on your bachelor program. So firstly, all our engineering bachelors are with honors. So what does that mean? That basically this is the program which is supposed to last 4 years. Remember, you'll be finishing your diploma program with us, and you will be starting at Griffith University from the 2nd year. So that means that you will need the additional 3 years to complete your bachelor program. Now, also, you will be receiving credit towards your Griffith University programs or courses, actually, upon successful completion of your diploma program with us. So, so basically, for our majors that are available at Gold Coast campus, like civil, electrical and electronic, mechanical engineering, you will receive full 80 credit points. I just want to remind you again, you remember that I mentioned when I was talking about our academic and professional skills course, that course is equivalent to one of elective courses at Griffith University. What does that mean? That basically you will still have one remaining first year course to undertake at Griffith University when you articulate there. Now, so obviously you can choose to study either at Nathan campus or to study at Gold Coast campus. So bachelors which are available at Nathan campus include civil engineering, environmental engineering, mechanical engineering, and electronic engineering. Then we have electronic and energy engineering, electronic and UAV engineering, and software engineering. Here next to the software engineering and this latest mentioned actually majors, you can see that we have either 70 or 80 credit points. What does this mean for students, international students who are supposed to undertake language enhanced course at the university, which is always the case unless your IELTS test or international English language testing score is equal to 7. So basically, because of that course, you will be receiving less credit points at the university. Also, you will have opportunity if you choose so, to undertake a double major. So this double major is Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Aviation. This engineering is actually electronic engineering with some enhancement which are relevant to aviation, in addition to Bachelor of Aviation. Plus, you will receive as well a license, commercial piloting license as a part of this double major. And the duration of this program is 5 years. So remember, for all honors, it is 4 years. Double major is 5 years. And we have as well 2 majors, Bachelor of Industrial Design, plus Bachelor of Engineering Technology in Electronic and Computing Engineering, which are 3 years. So basically, yes, for the latest one that I mentioned, you will receive 80 credit points, and for Bachelor in Industrial Design, it will be 40 credit points. Now, what also I would love to mention, and what is really important actually for your future career, is industrial affiliation program, which is part of every major that you're supposed to undertake in your final year. So basically, Griffith University has its own industrial partners, and you will be required to undertake 1 trimester together with this Griffith University industrial partners, which can be either here in Australia, or you can select basically to go overseas and to do that program. Amazing thing about all of this is the most of the students who are successful with this program will have automatic actually opportunity to continue working in these companies. Okay, so now I'll move to our next program, and this is Diploma of Science. Can I move actually that one as well? Let's see. One later. Beautiful. Okay, thank you. Okay, so there is a lot of similarity in relation to this essential maths course plus academic and professional skills course, which I was explaining before for engineering program. Basically, that is quite the same for Diploma of Science program. So in order to be successful, we are asking you firstly to complete our essential mathematics course before being able to enroll in some other diploma courses, such as Chemistry 1A. So essential maths is prerequisite for our chemistry course. We have 2 different chemistry courses, Chem 1A and Chem 1B. So you won't be able to study Chem 1B as well. And also, you can see here that depending on your major, you will be selecting to study either human biology. This is mainly for students who are undertaking biomedical science. So instead of selecting Maths 1A, they will be selecting human biology and human organism course. Then Other group of elective courses include Fundamentals of Biochemistry or Introduction to Environmental Sustainability. So overall, again, you will have 9 courses which you need to complete successfully before you can be eligible to continue with your bachelor program at the university. So, okay, so again, quite similar to what I was explaining before for the engineering program. There are multiple majors that you can select from in our Diploma of Science in Griffith University Diploma of Science. You can see Bachelor of Biomedical Science, which is offered at Nathan campus, and number of credit points that you'll be eligible for upon successful completion of your diploma with us will be 80 CP. You will see here a little bit further down that exactly the same name is used for Bachelor of Biomedical Science that is offered at Gold Coast campus. However, number of eligible credit points for this major is 60 CP. Why do we have this discrepancy? Because the first major that is offered at Nathan campus will prepare you more, mainly for the work in medical research institutes, university and government research organization. Also, you can work in hospital and health department. While the second major offered at Gold Coast campus, that one is actually more related to Diploma of Health Science. So if you really want to, work in hospital and health departments, maybe it would be a better choice for you to select Diploma of Health Science instead of Diploma of Science. But obviously, there is opportunity for both of these majors to select from. Then another major is Bachelor of Environmental Science, and there are many subsections that you can choose from. Also 80 credit points. Then Bachelor of Science. I forgot to mention as well that there is a certain GPA requirement that you have to achieve in order to be successful to continue your bachelor program. For biomedical science, minimum GPA or general point average that you must achieve is 4.5. For some other majors, it's usually around 4, and this is applicable to international students. For domestic students, it will be exactly like what is published for admission rank for that particular major. Then there is also a brand new double major called Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Data Science, which will provide, this is a 4-year program, and it will provide you with the opportunity while you're studying science to study at the same time as well data analysis and modeling. For this major, you will receive 70 credit points. And not to forget, we have also Bachelor of Forensic Science. There are 2 different sub-majors basically associated with this one. One is Forensic Molecular Biology, and for that one you will receive 70 credit points. And another one is Forensic Chemistry. For that one you will receive 60 credit points. I know also that there is opportunity to undertake both of these 2 simultaneously if you want to proceed that way. Back to our Diploma of Information Technology program structure. So you remember before I was explaining that for our engineering and science program, we have actually extended diploma because we have that additional maths course. However, for Diploma of Information Technology, we have only 8 courses, and that maths course, if you still want to undertake that one, that will be basically possible, but that will be optional. So it will depend on you. So what do we usually do here at Griffith College? We are providing you with extra opportunity to undertake an online maths ready quiz. And depending on that, on score on that quiz, you can decide for yourself if you would love to add that extra course, or you're happy to proceed with the program structure as currently shown. So if you decide to undertake essential maths course, then obviously this course will help you to develop some critical thinking, which will be later on very beneficial for one of your Diploma of IT courses, in particular Programming 1. So then in that case, Programming 1 will be shifted to the second semester of your studies, and you will undertake essential maths course in the first semester of your studies. Now, you will learn about IT from passionate academics who are globally recognized experts in their fields. Obviously, in all of our programs, we have some amazing teaching staff, and you heard earlier from Heidi that they have been recognized across Australia. But I have to mention that in your IT program, we have some globally recognized experts, and I can't even believe how successful they are. Some of them have actually more than 6,000 citations. And one of them, I have to tell you this as well, is the number 1, according to the number of research papers that he reviewed across the whole Australia, and number 16 in the world. It's really, really, really amazing. I have, obviously, all of our teaching staff across the college are very successful and passionate with their teaching, but I have to emphasize this additional couple of things. Okay, so now, moving to bachelor program. Sorry. Yes. Bachelor of Information Technology major will provide you with core IT technical knowledge, and you will be able to select one of 3 available majors, which are Information Systems, Networks and Security, and Software Development. For all of these majors, you will receive full 80 credit points, and they're offered across both campuses at Nathan and also at Gold Coast campus. We are also excited with a very new major, which is called Bachelor of Intelligent Digital Technologies. We just very recently started advertising this one. Basically, this major will provide you with some high-level programming skills for application in the cutting-edge fields such as Internet of Things, robotics, big data analytics, virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on. For this major, you will receive 70 credit points. And also there is a Bachelor of Creative and Interactive Media, and as a part of this major, you can select either to study digital arts, a design, or media application. For all of them, the total duration of studies will be, except for this digital technology, it will be 3 years. So this concludes my part of the presentation, and I'll pass now on to Heidi.
Thank you so much. So everyone, some key dates. That was really fantastic information. I learned a lot myself through that. So thank you for that, Lucia. Key upcoming dates. So 1, if you haven't got your applications in, get them in now. If you have received an offer from the college, please talk to your family, your agent, whoever, about the process of accepting that offer if you would like to come to the college. Because we have to get, there's quite a number of things to do to make sure you are ready to start trimester 2 with orientation week starting on the 17th on the Gold Coast and the 18th in Brisbane. So the 17th of June is when the trimester starts for trimester 2. If you're looking at trimester 3, that starts on the 14th of October. So please make sure that you get your information in. listed there up the top, you'll see the orientation dates. And then below that, that's when the actual first week of trimester commences. So week 1 of trimester 2 starts on the 24th of June. However, orientation week for trimester 2 starts on the 17th of June. So make sure if you're moving to Brisbane or the Gold Coast, make sure you're here for orientation week. So what to do next? Like I said, make sure you get your applications in, make sure you get your offers accepted. We will be opening for early enrolments over about a week before orientation. So keep an eye on your emails for any updates. But more importantly, if you have any requests that you need from us, this is our contact details. You can either email us, griffithcollege@navitas.com. You can phone us or go to our website and you can live chat us. We have a live chat option during business hours. So make sure you reach out to us if you need anything at all. So, but most of all, we want you to come to the college and have a wonderful study experience. Question time. Anyone have any questions for us? Let me bring up my Q&A. So, question time. Got a number of you in here. This is your great opportunity. While you're thinking of questions, Gia, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so probably my journey is, will sort of encourage a lot of international students to not to be shy and to believe in yourself and to try your best. So I came in 2000 here from very tiny country called Montenegro, which is in Europe, and it was part of ex-Yugoslavia. And I came with huge dreams. I completed my bachelor program in engineering, metallurgical engineering overseas, and then I came here, wanted to do so much. So I first started working as a volunteer at University of Queensland, and very quickly after that I received my first job. I started my first job as a research assistant, and I learned a lot. I worked in a very small organization called Research, which is a small unit in Department of Mining, Minerals and Materials at University of Queensland. And after that, I received an amazing opportunity from Griffith University to start my PhD studies at the university. So I received scholarship. My heart was this big. And then I started my journey at Griffith University. So after I finished my PhD studies, I immediately received an offer from them, even just before, not even fully completed my PhD studies, I received an offer to start working for them as a research fellow. So firstly I started like research fellow, then senior research fellow, but I always was missing that academic part. So I wanted to teach more, and that is how I started with my teaching at Griffith College, and then slightly shifted towards the academic side. And I'm so excited now to, work as a full academic, and to help other people, other overseas students to achieve their dreams and their goals. So always believe in yourself. It won't be very easy, I can tell you that, but there are always opportunities, to seek for support, and also to understand that you're not alone. So if you have and if you have any problems, so rather than trying to figure it out all by yourself, try to find support, because it can be solved sometimes very quickly, and for you it can be a big struggle. Okay, that's a little bit about me.
And look, I have to tell you that she is very popular with the students here. Gosh, even after they leave the college, they're following it, on LinkedIn, and they keep in touch, and they're always coming back, and so it's wonderful. We've got some questions, which is great. So, what's so awesome about Griffith's orientation? Good question. The the important factor about orientation is not only to set you up to make sure that you are ready to start your study experience from week one, but it's also making friends and forming study groups. So we actually get you together based on what you're studying, and our program conveners like Lucia will take you through what the year will entail, what your study experience will entail. But more importantly, we do activities. We have this fantastic activity that's like an amazing race, and you get to go around the campus and you find different things together, and it's a great competition. We also have a massive barbecue. We have Griffith's biggest barbecue because that's what Australians do, and we put on a feast for the students so that you can sit down and get to know each other. We have music and entertainment. So it's a fantastic day to not only understand the campus, we do campus tours so you can understand where to find the library, where to find security. So you'll get to know the campus, you'll get to know people, you'll make friends, which is really good for study groups. But more importantly, you'll get to know what the year entails. So I highly recommend orientation, and we always make it a fun day for you. Please tell about the entry requirements for the different programs. Can I ask is there a particular program that you're looking at? Otherwise we can go through all three, but if you can type in for us which program you're looking at, and I'll jump to the next question. If someone failed in only one unit of the diploma course, what would happen? Is it possible to repeat only that unit in the next trimester, or any other opportunity?
Yes, another great question as well. Yeah. So obviously we don't want you to fail any of your courses. So what we are doing actually, we are providing with opportunities, two opportunities. If you're struggling with a course, then obviously you need to speak with your teachers and to see if what additional support we can provide you with. But then if you still feel that you're not going to be successful in this course, rather than paying for that course and failing that course, you can unenroll from that course before the end of week 4. However, if you can, and this will be without either academic or financial penalty. Then if you continue with your studies, you will have another opportunity in week 9. If you still see that you're not going to be successful in this course, despite of all support and everything else that we provided you with, then it will be wise to protect your GPA, because remember, I was mentioning before that you need to achieve certain GPA. If you're international student for all engineering programs, you need a GPA of at least 4. So to protect that GPA, then you can unenroll from this course before the end of week 9, and this will be without academic penalty, but it will be with financial penalty.
Entry requirements for all three. Okay, well, why don't I quickly go through those with Lucia. I'll just bring them up on the screen for you. If you just bear with me for a second. So we'll go through first. Science. So. Okay, entry requirements for the Diploma of Science. You'll see that up the top.
Yeah. So if you're talking about Bachelor of, so this is for diploma program or for bachelor program?
Diploma.
For diploma program, okay. So basically, if you're talking about international students, then they need to satisfy certain language level, and that will be international English language test score of 5.5 with no sub-score less than 5. So you have 4 different parts that you need to undertake: speaking, writing, listening. So for all of them, you need to have above 5, at least 5. Then if you're talking about Australian students, then basically you need to complete your year 12 or equivalent and assumed knowledge. For maths is required for all pathways that are listed below. And if you're talking about biomedical science, only at least one of science courses, either biology, chemistry, or physics course.
Thanks, Lucia. And so for engineering?
So for engineering, again, similar language requirements, except for aviation program, this English cannot be no band less than 6. Then for Australian students need to complete successfully their year 12 or equivalent and to have assumed knowledge in maths.
And it seems quite similar for IT as well. IELTS of 5.5 as well as the year 12
Yes.
equivalent. So engineering and IT, would you say have the same entry requirements?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Great. Okay. So great question. Thank you for asking that question. We'll just go into some more questions now. Just trying to find them. The tuition fees. Okay, so it really depends. Someone's asked about our tuition fees. It really does actually depend on whether you're an international or domestic student. So please make sure you go to the website to see what the fees are for the different programs. They do vary. If you need some assistance, give us a call or send us an email. We can do a Zoom chat like this with you live, just us with you, or we could talk over the phone, whichever you prefer, or we can answer your questions on email. But if you specifically mention to us which program you're looking at, and if you're an international or Australian student, we can go through all of that detail if you can't find it on the website. Another question, what are the entry requirements for the programs, which we just covered? So great questions, everyone. Really glad that you all attended, and we hope that those of you with offers, we will see you at Griffith College, because we become very close to our students. We absolutely love working here, and we know our students love studying here. If you have any questions, send them through an email, contact us, but it's been fantastic speaking to you all today, and we hope to see you all soon.
Looking forward to see you all very soon in either one of these 3 programs that we discussed today, or if you select to study something else, I'll still have a chance to see you.
We're going to finish now with a video because this year we launched our Griffith sneakers, which is very exciting. We hand out a pair of red sneakers to every student that comes to the college. So we're going to finish with a video to tell you, to show you what that feels like. Sorry, I'm not actually sure if I'm sharing that.